Welcome to yet another episode of Conscious Awareness Walk with Jenner. Join me today in Prague, and we are visiting the beautiful Petřín Hill. I wonder if I pronounced it rightly. It says P-E-T-R-I-N-A, Petřín Hill, and it's just across here. And I've just walked quite a few distance from where we are staying and crossed the Charles Bridge, and we are here and trying to explore the Petřín Hill consciously, awarenessly, and mindfully. Can we just listen to the bell ringing from a distance? The tram, the noise, the sound of the tram passing by, and also the birds take in everything around you. What I call the 360-degree awareness, without excluding anything, including everything. And that, to me, is meditation. Don't they say stop and smell the roses? Is this what it is? If so, it's just beautiful. Aware of everything that is happening within as well as on the outside. The 360-degree awareness, excluding nothing, accepting everything. Welcome to yet another episode of Conscious Awareness Walk with Jenner. This one for the mind looks a bit steep, but it's just for the mind. It's a hill. Obviously, it's going to be steep. A good climb and a good exercise. At the same time, let us be conscious of each step. Let us be mindful of what is happening around us and also what is happening within our head. Is the mind distracting you from this moment? The city of Prague from a distance looks so magnificent, and like a contrast, look at the nature around here, quiet, calm, and tranquil. With the beautiful city of Prague behind me and the gentle breeze of nature over here, the flowers, the garden, the beauty of nature, picturesque, tranquil, and the birds singing, I continue my walk mindfully, consciously, with a lot of awareness, and therefore I enjoy every moment of my time here in the now. I'm also observing, is my mind really taking me away from this moment into a future moment, and just consciously aware of everything, including my mind. And that, to me, is awareness. Here we go, my favorite park bench. We tend to ignore it, don't we? It's for us to sit back, relax, smell the roses, enjoy. But we tend to ignore because we move from destination after destination after destination, and the mind keeps you on the run. Let me sit here for a while and enjoy the beauty all around me. If you listen intensely, there's birds of all kinds. There is also noise emanating from the city, and you're able to be here in that state of presence. Enjoy everything because we're consciously aware that the mind is not actually taking us away. into something like, oh my goodness, I need to check my phone. Now that the beauty around is lost because we are curious and anxious to see what's happening on our social media. Has my friends replied? Have I got a response? And therefore, now comes anxiety and stress and fear and all kinds of, and now we're caught up in that, day-to-day things, which is all right. You can also consciously look at it and, okay, I've got the message, that's fine, and just go back into it. Whereas if you're unconscious, you're spending more time, more and more time on this social media or whatever you're looking at. And that is being unconscious, being unaware. If you're conscious and aware, you just look at whatever is required at that moment. Yep, I got it. Go back into it. Now back to the present. And this is a technique that I have been practicing for several years. It's a work in progress. And there are various techniques. And if you actually go look for a mindfulness book, you will find large number of techniques on how to bring your mind back from the past or from the future into the present moment. And I've actually been practicing those techniques, but to me it feels they are all indirect techniques. The direct technique is to be able to observe, to be aware of your mind. Just watch it. Where is it taking you? As I'm absorbing the beauty around me, or as I'm observing the beauty around me, I also observe, is my mind really taking me away into the past or future? And that is a technique. Because to give you an example, imagine a flower. What really happens is that if you're conscious and if you're aware, you can look at the beauty of the flower. If you are unconscious and if you're unaware, if you're unmindful, what you're seeing is you're going back into the memory that the mind has created and is pulling the images from the memory, and then it comes over here and overlaps. The beauty, the real flower is behind you. And so we have a mental image of the flower. And the moment you become conscious, the moment you become aware, you're not longer going back into the memory to retrieve those mind-conceived images. Therefore, what happens is this goes back into the memory, and now you appreciate the beauty, the reality of the flower that you are seeing, and not from the mind conceived. And this is the power of conscious awareness, to be able to use it. And you can use it when you want it, when you're consciously aware. Now, where did I see the flower? Now bring back the memory. Yeah, perhaps in some botanical garden near me, or in a house somewhere. Okay, I found that answer, and this goes back into the memory, and you're back into the present, looking at the beauty as it is in the now, in the present. And this, you can actually do it with your spouse, with your friends, and with your siblings. And if you look at it, if you are unconscious, if you're mindful, the mind-conceived image of your spouse or your children comes in here. And therefore what happens is, it is a mind-conceived figure, that was stored there in the memory, and therefore there is a past baggage over there, and therefore what you see is the baggage. And this person may have changed. It can be your son, it can be your wife, it can be your husband, it can be anyone for that matter. He or she may have changed, but because we actually retrieve those images and stored backlog from our mind, what happens is that this comes in between the reality and the mind conceived baggage is here. Therefore, sometimes you tend to see this person in a bad light because he or she may have done something bad to you in the past. But if you're conscious, if you're aware, you're no longer going back and retrieving those backlog or the memories of the past, and that stays back. And now you're able to see this person, your wife, your children, your friends, your colleagues, as they are in the present moment. And this is the power of conscious awareness. And this is what I call the art of conscious balance. And there's beauty, there's clarity, there is so much gratitude, and there is so much oneness. And that, to me, is living. And that, to me, is the way of life. This is the hill, the Petřín hill in Prague. It is a bit steep, but still, all the same, if you are able to breathe and be consciously aware, then the climb becomes easier, one step at a time. It is not telling me that I need to get to one place to another. Once I just want to get over and done with. The mind will say that. The mind will say that I'm not liking this. I need to get out there as quick as possible. But if you observe that mind, then you're able to bring yourself back into the present, into the now, into that awareness. And then each step, one step at a time, is possible. Otherwise, you're looking at the top destination over there, and then you will miss everything is in between. Your focus is only at the destination. Therefore, the journey, as we are actually doing now, becomes fleeting. Therefore, bring yourself back to the present, one step at a time. Be conscious, be aware, be mindful, and notice if the mind is taking you into the future or into the past. What a nice technique. What a key to life. This is what I've been practicing all the years, for the past almost 25 years, and still continuing. And this is a work in progress, because at times I get caught up in my mind, but I notice it, and as I notice it, I am able to bring myself back here. So pause, observe, back to the presence. Pause, observe the mind, and back to the presence. This is the technique. There's park bench everywhere for us to relax and enjoy the journey. What's my mind doing now? Is it taking me away? Thinking about a coffee? And if you do think about a coffee, then you desperately want to get out of this place and back into a coffee shop. But notice the urge, the mind's urge to get me out of here. And then you're back again into this beautiful space. And when the coffee time comes, I'll enjoy that too. And that is living in the moment. When you consciously become aware of each step that you're placing, and that itself is meditation. It is an irony that the streets of Prague are busy with tourists, and it's almost 10 o'clock here and there's no one around. This is the lookout tower here at the Petřín hill, where you can actually have a magnificent view of the whole city. Just climbing the lookout tower in Petřín hill in Prague, where we can see the panoramic view of the city of Prague. I'm only just halfway up there. It's about 290 steps up above. This is just the view from up above the viewing tower. This is the not the 360 degree but the 180 degree. I was going to say 360 degree view with the 360 degree awareness. Just look at that beautiful plant merrily dancing around in the gentle breeze. I just wonder why we human beings are not able to enjoy the way this nature's creation is enjoying. Why are we wound up like springs most of the time? With that, we come to the end of this conscious awareness walk at the Petřín hill, the beautiful Petřín hill in Prague. I enjoyed it. I was able to bring myself back into the present. There's chaos everywhere in the city of just a few kilometers away. But over here, it is tranquil, it is beautiful, it is nature at its best. So I was able to bring myself into this present, into this conscious awareness. I hope you were able to do it as well. And this is a practice. And sometimes, the mind wanders. Notice it, bring it back, pause, observe your thought, and come back into the present. Pause, observe your thought, and come back into the present. And this is what I've been practicing for several years. This is a work in progress. I hope you're able to bring yourself back into the present as much as I do. And once again, be conscious, be mindful, be aware. Bye for now. What a nice way to finish the conscious awareness walk here in the Petřín Hill in Prague with a nice cup of coffee.